Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. I am your host, as always, Power Jew Show. Thank you guys for coming back. Another 2 weeks has come and has gone and by, and hey, we had a release of a new Persona game, and that's pretty nice, right? Right? So yeah. Oh man, we don't have too many articles. Depends on how long each articles are. So just like just gonna get that out of there. But yeah, not that many. But I think that's kind of obvious with now we're down a game for our our coverage for the Persona series and all that stuff. So yeah, we're lowering the amount of articles that we're gonna be seeing throughout throughout the day. So yeah, 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 well, what am I trying to say? Oh my god. But what I'm trying to say is, hey, we still got some things to cover. And yeah, we'll cover that in a bit. But of course, as always, before we head into the articles, we talk a little bit about what's been happening these past 2 weeks, the IRL stuff. So let's see here. I think I've mentioned last time that I finished recording FES. Well, this time it's already out. FES is Persona 3 Portable plus FES is done. It's already up on the channel. You've got it up on the main channel, so you guys want to check that out. It's already links in the description below. So yep. Oh, and just want to try to reminisce about that. So like the project started, well, the beginning of like P3P. Sorry, like I believe like literally the last month of 2022. So like I started recording then. And then I think I've released the episode like basically the day of the port P3P for consoles went out. So it's really earlier this year. And yeah, like that went by all right, but there were some times where I was just like I'm not sure, was it before I started doing the FES content or was it after? But there was a time, like during the whole period of P3P, that that things weren't going too well with me and me and my family, and yeah, that was kind of it kind of like made me well, kind of like not really motivate to do the content, because it's just like, man, I because of what happened, I just like I didn't want to record, because it's just like wasn't really happy about like going into recording. But it was also like with the FBS content itself, because there was just like not that much of a so I'm just looking at my recording stuff. So the last episode of Basic Portable was in June 20th. And then I didn't get into FES content until a month later. Yeah, been a little bit over a month later on August 28th. And then started putting content out. Okay, so like into September. Let's see. I know there was like a bit of a gap. So okay, so into September, I stopped uploading on the 6th, and then didn't upload a new episode up until November 7th. So that was a 2-month gap of like no recording, because one really was really like unmotivated from stuff that was happening throughout this past year, and also just the content of FES was just like ridiculously like it was really hard, of course, because the answer is hard, so we just can't like but it's also like it's just like, oh man, like this content is not really up to par compared to the other Persona games I played. But then again, it's from 2000, what, 2007 FES. So it's just like, yeah, I was trying to like, yeah, I gotta get into the focus that I was like came out during this era. It's not gonna be up to par like the modern games, but it was just like, oh man, I just don't like it. I don't like how I can't control my party members. I didn't like how I couldn't, just like I didn't like how the computer just like didn't follow the tactics command I gave them. Cause it was just like, I told you to do this and you're not doing that. I'm just like, ah. But at least after November, I was like able to just continue on with recording and uploading. I was mainly like, I think like within that 2 month period I was recording, but I just wasn't I was recording and I was editing, but I wasn't uploading because I also felt like during time just like, man, it doesn't feel like this is good enough to upload like this stuff. Like I had it all edited, I had the thumbnails ready, but just like no, it didn't really feel ready to like put out. And I'm just like, screw it. Let's just finish this off. Let's do this, and then we can be just done with this. So it took so starting from like November 7th all the way up to the 27th. So 20 days. Well, not 20 days, but like let me just count. So technically 6 days. So 6, 12, 18, 19 days of uploading. Okay. Yeah. Right. Actually, I should be counting. Let me see. So, no, technically it's 18 days because I didn't upload on that Monday. So yeah, 18 days of uploads. So 18 days, 18 episodes. Yep. So yeah, finally having that done. Finally feel that, quoting the title of the last episode, resolution of doing this project after such a long time. And I've been wanting to do portable on the channel for the longest time. I initially had like I wanted to do that like 20, what was it, like I think like 2012. No, not 2012. I think either 2013 or 2014 that I initially had like I had initial like trailer put up like, oh hey, next Let's Play is gonna be Persona 3 Portable, check it out. And then I stopped doing that because I was initially doing that on emulator, but it was just like my computer at the time, which was just like an Acer laptop, it couldn't run well. So I'm just like, nah, I had to scrap that. So hey, many years later, when I finally have a better computer, have a capture card, and legit hardware to to play it off of, I was like, yep, we're ready to do this. All I had to do is just play the game another time again. But just like, yeah, finally glad that despite this is my longest project that I've ever done. Like, this is like over almost a year of recording, editing, uploading, all that stuff. And this might be the channel's like least amount of projects done, because other years probably like just like, oh yeah, we've done like 3 or 4 Let's Plays in a year, but like this one, only the one in a quarter if you're counting the answer as part of the thing too. But yeah, but like, glad to say that I'm glad that Persona 3 is done. I will say that Tactica is next on the list, but and also Reload coming out in February. And yeah, that's something that's just gonna be a whole nother mess to deal with. It's gonna be somewhat, straightforward, because all the quality of life fixing, they're gonna be doing that. But yeah, Persona 3 Portable is finally done, and I'm not done working. I am still not done working. But yeah. Besides that, I also did last week little live stream over on Twitch. I did a live stream of me doing an unboxing of Kamurai Gotchard's Gotchard driver, which I actually have in my hand right now, which I'm just gonna yeah, you guys can hear that. Just like I love this thing. Just gonna. Oh, it does recognize the cards that's currently in there right now. So let me just yeah, it is pretty loud. I'm not gonna lie. Well, yeah, I know. But yeah, the live stream was a real wild thing. Let me see if I can do this in one try. Okay, we got one. Okay, we're doing this in one try. All right. Oh, let's go. Henshin. All right, yeah. Now let's do the finisher. Yeah. But yeah. Well, the live stream we unboxed it. We tried to do all the things that we could do, and man, I was having a bad time trying to like use the gimmick. But after a couple hours after the stream, I was like, wait, okay, so let me just slide in there. Not all the way at this at one time, but just like hear that click and then push the card in. And like, oh, okay, that's how it works. Yeah, that's gonna be uploaded onto the main channel soon, so keep an eye out on that. But this is my first ever commemorated belt. I'm gonna have to try to get the a belt expansion so it can actually be wearable around my belt. So hopefully I can try to do a cosplay of Comrade Gotchard, maybe, hopefully, please. But yeah, this was a fun little belt there. My first belt. I can't believe I got it in my own hands. Like, yeah. But yeah, fun doing that. Let's see what else has been done during these past 2 weeks. Did a Yu-Gi-Oh unboxing. I think that was also within the past 2 weeks. Let me just see. Yep, that was. Yep. Yes, it was. And like, ooh, it felt nice doing a Yu-Gi-Oh unboxing, because just like it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done an actual like booster box. I pulled some good stuff. Not gonna lie, pulled some good stuff there. I hope Konami keeps doing these rarity collections, because they have some great staples that people needed, and definitely I needed. So hopefully they do more of that. Follow the OCG. Like, they release rarity collections like multiple times, like throughout the multiple years. So like, hopefully they're able to do more of that, and hopefully like the reception of the rarity collection, like, oh, people like this, let's do more. And so it's just like, oh, people like this, let's not do that again. So hopefully fingers crossed we're able to hopefully Konami's able to do more of the rarity collections. And let's see, work, it's been all right. This past weekend was we had a tree tent set up, so we were cutting up and trimming Christmas trees for customers. And man, it got busy. It definitely got busy. And like we had like a person who came in like Lily when we were closed and was just like, oh, can we, pick out a tree, please? With me and my kids here, and we really want to get a tree. Can you please get like 5 minutes? It's like, okay. Now like we were closed, but the store isn't closed. Like it's kind of like a separate entity, but like still. So the lady got a tree, and it was just like, okay, finally we can go clean up and all that stuff. Well, it kind of sucks, like people would give, the people who were like, loading the trees and like, cutting the trees for them, like some tips. But what really sucks is that you can't really keep the tips, which like kind of sucks. Well, it depends. Just that, there was a supervisor there who was all constantly like watching us. It's just like, oh man. So just like we would have to like kind of like, like we would have to like turn in the tips. So it really sucks because there was supervisors like, yeah, you're cool to keep some of it if it's not like a big amount. It's just like but this guy's just like, nah, couldn't. I mean, I think it's like, I'm not sure like about laws about like tips and stuff, but like pretty sure like they can't tell you that, oh, you can't keep tips, just like, or something like that. But I'm pretty sure like all the tips gonna be like, oh hey, here's a pizza party, and just like, well, here's a pizza party which only costs about $40 or so, and we will pocket the rest. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure that's gonna go, cause like pretty sure like in the tip jar in one day could be like $100 or so. I'm pretty sure, I kind of hope the tips goes for something that is really worth it, but I kind of doubt it, because with the stuff they provide for us, like on the like for whenever they give us some kind of reward, is like pretty cheap, not gonna lie. It's like, oh hey, here's a, oh my god, like Kimberly, like earlier this year, they like, oh hey, here's a pizza, and the pizza was split in like 16 ways instead of 8. It was just like, wow, you guys were really being cheap on this, instead of getting multiple boxes of pizza. It's like, hey, just split it into more slices and people get less amount. Yay. So that was really dumb. But oh wow, I've been talking for almost 20 minutes and we haven't gone to it. But just to wrap up, oh man, people try to keep your tips, like you work for it, you earn it, you do the hard work. Yeah, you should really keep your own tips. But yeah. Oh, one more thing. I think yeah. It was within the last 2 weeks. I got a somewhat new game. It's not really new at time of its release. Well, by the time I got it, but Video Games Plus was having like a sale, just like going on. It was like, oh hey, they had a copy of Zenki Zero, which was a game that I didn't pick up at release because it was censored. Because hey, Sony, fuck you and your whole censorship when he moved to California and all that shit. So just like, I'm not picking this game up because fucking Sony decided to censor it. And VGP had a sale on, and it was like one of the last 3 games for like $14 $14. I was like, well, I'll get it. And it was a day one edition too, so it got the bonus soundtrack in there. So I was like, oh yeah, pretty cool. And I saw him, and before I buy, checked online to see, you know, what was like the cost of the game, like even like used. Like, oh man, I can barely find a copy of the game online, and even for like day one edition, just like ooh, $30 or something like that. Like, but hey, $15 for a day one edition, has a soundtrack, everything complete. Hey, that's good for me. But yeah, and we're still waiting on Like a Dragon Gaiden from VGP. They said that they're getting English covers for the game, which was initially gonna have a Chinese cover, but hey, they were able to or managed to get English copies. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So it should arrive sometime either early to mid December, around that time. So yeah, hopefully I can finally get, probably by the time I get my hands on it, the English dub for the game will probably be released. But yeah, I think that's enough time of me talking about my little personal life. I went way over time. Now it's time to get into the news. It's time to get to the real the meat of the episode. This portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/cavepodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. It's yeah, let's switch on over to the next scene over here. And of course, well, want to say thanks to Persona Central. These guys provide all the news, articles, and the stuff that we're seeing here today. So guys, please check out Persona Central. Check out Persona Central. You know, get all their the social medias there. Got Facebook, RSS, their feed, Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff there. Please check them out. Check out Persona Central. They are the good. They're cool. They're awesome. Check out the articles, all that stuff. So let us get to the first article of the day. Actor Jun Shison appointed as Persona series ambassador. I have no idea who this guy is, but maybe he's a voice actor for one of the characters. Maybe, I have no idea, but let's check it out. Alice has announced that actor Jun Shison has been appointed as brand ambassador for the Persona series. As ambassador, Shison will appear in TV commercials, promotional videos, and marketing visuals to promote the series. Shison has made his acting debut in 2011, has starred in various works in Russian Sentai Tokucha. Oh, wait, what? Wait, hold on. Let me Google this guy. Hold on. Who is he? Who did he play in Tokucha? Let's see it too. Oh, he was right. Oh, that's awesome. Like I can't even recognize him as right. Oh, all right. Okay, that's awesome. I never knew that. I mean, I couldn't recognize him without, well, like the hair, without the haircut he had and the Letterman jacket. But hey, right. He's currently featured in the drama Fermat no Ryori, and will appear in the upcoming Netflix adaptation of Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, okay. And there's a video message, which I don't think it's let's see. Closed captioning is nope. Okay. I can't recognize. I don't recognize him.
今回初めてさ
Ah,
せていただいたんですが、これはやばいことになっております。普段はあんまりゲームをする人生を送ってこなかったんですが、最近はハマってしまって撮影の
I'm guessing he's just saying like, oh, he's excited to, be part of the ambassador and all that stuff. So I'm guessing, when Persona 6 eventually, starts getting its advertising and all that stuff, he'll probably be playing, the ad be playing a live action version of the protagonist, maybe, perhaps. But it'd be pretty interesting. I would really like to see, the TV commercials and promo videos of him promoting the 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 games and stuff. God, it was difficult for me to think of and speak of what I wanted to say, but yeah, that is pretty awesome. Surprised that no one's anything here, but wow, okay, we got Tokyo Star promoting Persona, pretty awesome. Thank goodness we don't have an ambassador in the West, because I mean, not gonna lie, we quote unquote had an ambassador of the Persona series in the West, but that didn't turn out very good, because just like, oh god, that was horrible. That was a horrible time. So like if you guys don't know, like it was, what was it? Like I feel like it was 2019, 2018, around that time. Like there was this guy who ran this like who ran this like fan site, sort of like on like Facebook, I saw initially, and then like on Twitter, uh, but then like just like this guy was just like, oh hey guys, let's do something every month to celebrate Persona. Just like do something every day and every month for Persona. I'm just like, I mean, I like my Persona, but I'm just like, yeah, no, like that it's something like doing a bit too much for it. And then just like the guy was just like starting to like get like, oh hey, look, I got all this stuff. Thanks Thanks Alice, and like, oh okay, all right, cool. But like then like out of the blue, just like a guy exposed the guy running like the fan side, just like, and like he was a really horrible person. Like he sent like basically like threats to the guy. Well, the guy running the fan side sent threats to the other guy, and it was just like, ooh, yeah, just like he wasn't really a good guy. Like I had an inkling feeling like I don't trust this guy. Just how he, like, despite not me hearing what he sounds like, just it's just the way that the way he talks online. Just like there's just something off about him that I don't like. I don't know what it is, but I just like don't like it. I think like it was just the way that it's just like how he was just like trying to like command over like the fans, just like, come on guys, we gotta be better than this. Just like, mm, please don't tell the fan base what to do. Just like they're their own people. Like they'll do whatever they want. You're not the leader of like of fans of a series. Just like, but like after like he got caught and like all this other stuff, like he actually sent like the guy who exposed him just like a third thing like, damn you, like screw you, like like it was hilarious. Just like, you ruined my reputation with Atlas, and now I'm not gonna get anything from him anymore. I'm just like, I mean, that's kind of what you get. I mean, not gonna lie, just like that guy was just like he was saying like voicemail threads, just like, ooh, man, that was pretty bad. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of glad we don't have, some kind of like, ambassador in the West, because just like people in the West are just like they have this kind of complex, at least in my opinion, just like, man, but let's move on to the next article, shall we? Yeah. So Sega targets 5 million sales in debut next year for the next numbered Persona title. So I'm guessing they're talking about for like Persona 3 Reload, targeting 5 million sales, including I'm guessing including other sales probably. So Sega has published the company's quarterly investors Q&A for the Q2 financial results for the fiscal year ending in March 2024, which is July, August, and September 2023. The respondents were Sega Sammy's Haruki Tommy, representative director, president, and group CEO, and Koichi Fukasawa, director, senior manager, senior managing executive. I don't know why it's hard to say that word for me. Executive. I want to say executive, but executive officer, group CFO. The Q&A includes an answer about the future sales of potential Persona series. Is there a chance that with its overseas popularity, the Persona series could sell 5 million copies in its first year? By increasing the number of platforms it is available on and the regions it is released in, we have been increasing the sales of Persona 5. We believe that it would be possible for a major Persona title, such as a number of releases, to sell 5 million copies in its first year by releasing it on multiple platforms simultaneously worldwide from day one. We also have high expectations for the new IP, Metaphor Repainted CEO, from the developers of Persona 5. So yeah, seems like Alice is learning from past, well, I guess not really mistakes, but experiments of doing, multi-platform releases and worldwide releases and multiple region releases of, doing the games. It's like, of course, like, with just Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal doing like amazing numbers just on like, well, I'm Persona 5 on PS3 and PS4, and then Persona 5 Royal just PS4 alone, like it did amazing numbers. But now, since they did starting with Persona 4 Gold and like their first PC release, they saw, oh, all right, this did numbers. Let's do some more. And seeing some more multi-platform releases, they said, yep, looks like we're getting more money out of this. How about we keep doing more? And anyway, we're keep on doing more numbers than ever. And the next article will talk about more numbers too. In their fiscal year ending March 2024 Q1 Q&A session, Sega stated that the Persona series was one that they had high expectations for, with the likely expectations of Persona 3 Reload would sell over 1 million copies. As per last reported numbers, no individual Persona release has yet to sell over 5 million. Between the original release and remastered ports, Persona 5 Royal will have sold at least 4 million copies of the last reported figures in April 2023. With Persona 5 series have selling over 9 million copies worldwide. So just like Persona 5 selling 4 million copies, that's just like, wow. So, and Persona 5 series in total 9 million, like, and I feel like, as much as I love Persona 5, we're getting a bit tired of Persona 5, but just like, it's the series will continue to sell a lot. Just seeing comments here, I think it's a reasonable estimate of the low end sales that P6 will get, considering they are flat out meaning it will come to all platforms in a few years. This including the Switch successor whenever it actually releases, and it's huge and guarantees massive sales. Yep. Yeah, they're basically saying that, yeah, Persona 6 is gonna have a multi-platform release. So, cool. Maybe. Possibly. But continuing on with the numbers of sales, Persona series sold 750,000 copies worldwide from July to September. 3 month span, 750,000 copies. That is still amazing. Sega Sammy has recently released the fiscal year ending March 2024 second quarter from those months financial reports. As with previous earning reports, Sega has outlined for specific game series which notably performed during that quarter, including Persona. According to the financial results, the Persona series sold approximately 750,000 units worldwide, including digital and physical sales, in 2023. This comes from the repeat sales of previous released Persona games, notably the remastered versions of Persona 3, 4, and 5. The series has sold 630,000 copies in its first quarter, fiscal year ending in March 2024, from April to June. According to the as reported in April 2023, the Persona series has sold 3.27 million copies last year from beginning of April to the end of March. So you can see here, so 7.5k. So Persona series, so it goes from there to there. Man, that is a lot of sales. That is a hell of a lot of sales. Goddamn. So we're looking basically right here. So just 730. So these basically the thousands, and then add 750,000 to that, and you get the total of Q2. So I wonder what Q3 will look like. I mean, we also have to. I'm not sure if this is gonna count as well, like the limited run games release of Persona 3 and 4. I'm not sure that's gonna count eventually to maybe. I mean, because the sale is gonna end in December for Persona 4, and Persona 3 is already done, so maybe it'll count because this Core 3 will consist of October, November, December, so probably it might count. Maybe we don't really know for sure. And previous milestones, November, Alex confirmed that the Persona series has sold 16.8 million units worldwide, with most of that being from the Persona series, Persona 5. At the end of November 2022, the Persona 5 series has sold 8.3 million units. So yeah, that is essentially half of the copies being sold just from Persona 5 titles alone. Man, like it's all that milking. Like people are still gonna buy our stuff. Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, that's me too. I bought Persona 5 Tactica, so I am part of the problem. I am the reason why Alice keeps on making these spin-offs. But yep, April 2023, the remasters sold P5 sold 1.7 million, and Strikers have sold over 2 million copies in 2023. Nice. Oh man, but again, it's impressive how like the games keeps on selling. So I wonder. Well, actually, we do have the numbers for Tactica as of this recording. So we'll be checking that out soon. But in the meantime, Persona 3 character trailers. So Aigis has released. We have the Aigis trailer. So Alice has released the 8th character trailer for Persona 3 Reload featuring Aigis. And you guys can also check my reaction to the Aigis trailer in the description below if you're watching on YouTube or the audio podcast. So yeah, please check it out. So yeah, Alice is constantly releasing the character trailers on a weekly basis. We can take a look at this just real quick.
For some reason, I feel like going to Tartarus and raising some hell. Shall we conduct a raid?
Like that's so funny. That's so
Oh,
funny.
it's gotten
But
so late.
the overall trailer
Doesn't
is
seem like we'll be
pretty
able to
good
go
in
tonight.
my opinion.
How unfortunate.
Like
I'll
again,
just return
game
to my
looks
room then.
really good. It still looks absolutely amazing. And Dawn Bennett, her voice sounds alright as Aiga's. Doesn't sound too bad.
I hope you look forward to it.
Hey there, ladies! Wanna try your hand in a lucky draw?
I have won a water pistol. Between this and my onboard firearms, which is more effective in combat against the shadows?
Oh man.
Here.
And apparently this scene wasn't available in the original Persona 3, but it was added in portable. So glad to see that happen. Portable content, being part of the main story again. Well, for this remake, so that is pretty awesome, pretty nice. And yeah, pretty nice trailer. Went into more details in my reaction video, so please check that out if you want my full thoughts on it. But overall, it is a pretty good trailer, pretty nice. So yeah, we do have some more stuff happening. We're already getting close to the end of this episode. I know. I said earlier we don't have that much to go through. We're already down one game, so we only have one more to go, and then Metaphor Refincio until we get more news about that, all that stuff. But yeah, next stuff we have Persona 5 Tactica developer interview on mechanics, DLC inspiration, and composing the soundtrack. So this seems like it's gonna be a slightly longer one, slightly longer article. So yeah, it's an interview, so it's gonna be a beefy one. Weekly Famitsu 1823, which was released on November 9th, included an extensive interview on Persona 5 Tactica with director Naoya Medea, business producer Atsushi Nomura, and composer Toshiki Konishi. The interview discusses various aspects of the game, including the mechanics, inspiration, and composing the soundtrack. So you can see all three of them right here. Hopefully that's in the shot there. And freaking Morgana. So the game has finally released. How are you feeling now that the development is complete? I was having so much fun during the playtest at the end of the development that I've lost track of time. And even though I knew what was going to happen, there were still some scenes that left me feeling unsettled. So it was a satisfying experience. Nomura, reactions from the people trying the game at game shows and other events has been very positive. We've been asked by a lot of domestic and international media as to why we made an SRPG. Personally, I think it's an evolution from the turn-based RPGs. I'm sure some of you were curious how to see how it turned out since it's the first game like it in the series, but I've been relieved to hear it still feels like Persona. I kind of feel like it's been made because of the been made because of the polls that the surveys they've been put out. Like, oh hey, what kind of games you like to see on the Persona 5 series? Oh hey, let's make an SRPG. So strategy RPG or tactical RPG, whichever. But yeah, pretty sure like, oh yeah, we decided to make it because of the polls that we released to the public. That's most likely it. Konishi, reading from comments on the music on social media, I've been having to I've been happy to see people looking forward to it as a new Persona 5 title. In projects I've worked on so far, I find myself wishing I'd done something different, or made a song in a different way in the lead up to release. This time, there was very little reflections like this, and I think I've been able to come up with a final product that I'm satisfied with. So what was the reason behind this? Konishi, The fact that I'm now completely in charge of the music has been a big help. Before now, I've been working on other people's concepts and ideas, sharing work with Shoji Meguro and other members of the sound team. But this time, I was working on it by myself. I started out by solidifying the concepts and was able to proceed without getting stuck. So I think this gave me a stronger feeling of accomplishment. Nomura. During development, Konishi suggested that we would add more songs in certain places several times, and by the end, the number of tracks had increased considerably. Thanks to that, the soundtracks which will be released alongside the game is very satisfying, and I'd be happy if you could pick it up along with the game. The first thing that stood out to me when playing the game was that Persona skills had previously been about exploiting enemy weaknesses, but in this game, most of the skills are about affecting enemies' positioning. Is this change a new revolution for this game? Revolution, because P5T is all about revolution. It is something unique to this project. To briefly explain how they work, Goro attacks will blow away enemies. Fray attacks will attract enemies to a target. Side attacks will lure an enemy towards you. Zio will give an electric shock, and Buffy will freeze an enemy. So the key to using skills wisely is to manipulate enemies to give allies an advantage. Eiha's skills are also useful, allowing you to increase your own movement range while decreasing the enemies. Hitting multiple enemies will increase your movement by a lot, so you can create new opportunities like getting behind the enemy to activate a large triple threat, or all-out attack. The protagonist is able to use Eiha from the beginning, so he can use this effectively. Also, Arena's charge attacks is pretty good. Nomura, it is strong, isn't it? Medea, in addition to the regular members of the families, I want players to empathize with Erina through combat. So we were conscious of giving her abilities which would make players want to use her in battle. In addition, there are bonuses for using allies which were not in the party in the previous stage. There are also bonuses depending on which allies are in the party. Also, each ally can have a sub-persona. The system allows players to try out various formations when challenging the game. So, like, if you played the Q games, they give you sub-personas, which is just like, oh, hey, yeah, your other party members can now use other elemental skills and abilities that their initial persona couldn't use before. So, yeah, it gives basically more skills for your party to use. There's the undo feature, which allows you to rewind to a previous turn at any point during battle, which was useful. Was this added in anticipation of some degree of trial and error? In the early stages, even if you make some errors, you shouldn't get stuck. It will depend on your preferred playstyle, but I would be happy for players to use undo regularly for main story stages to make battles more enjoyable. Nomura. On the other hand, if you want to complete all the rewards for each stage, you need to adopt a completely different strategy from what you use initially to clear a stage. In higher difficulty quests, there are times when one mistake will cause a lot of issues, so I hope you will use the undo feature as needed. If you choose the hard difficulty or above, then will you be able to attack allies? This drastically changes the way each character plays. Wait. If you choose hard difficulty or above, then you will be able to attack out. Okay. Medea. Yes, area effect attacks are useful on normal, but on hard or higher, you will have to completely change your strategies and be more careful with where you use them. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, at least I'm not playing on hard. Initially, we had friendly fire occur on normal too, but there was a concern within the company that this would be too harsh. You could consider hard and above be more typical of the Alice of yesteryear. We wanted to give players freedom in party composition and allow difficulty to allow them to play the games as they like. Okay, so I mean, you can still technically have friendly fire in normal if you have like positioned your characters in a way where like it would be like imagine like a vertical, or just like you, and then in front of you is an enemy, and then behind that enemy is your ally. You can attack the enemy. The enemy will hit your ally also as well. So that is technically friendly fire too, in a way. But yeah. But it seems like if it involves skills, that's gonna be a bit worse. A bit worse. Okay, so continuing on, Nomura, that kind of freedom and trial and error are, just make sure I'm seeing this right. Yeah, are some of the pleasures of SRPGs. There will probably be players posting videos of their high level play on social media, and we look forward to seeing strategies that we hadn't even anticipated emerge. Medea. In fact, during in-house testing, we saw a variety of strategies used. We did make some adjustments to some which we felt that detracted from the game's enjoyment. For example, being able to defeat a boss in just a couple of turns. In general, however, we value preserving a wide breadth of options rather than just narrowing it down to one optimal solution. What's the background behind the significant DLC scenario Repaint Your Heart? The main story is centered around a politician, while in Repaint Your Heart, it's about graffiti artists. Graffiti art is popular in the real world too. In the world of graffiti art, if someone draws something, someone else might draw over it, with the mentality that this isn't good enough, so I'll redraw it. I thought it would be fun to incorporate that kind of back and forth into the game too. So the additional DLC episode and its new rules were born from this idea. Kechi has a powerful, unique skill which, let me just say, Medea. Kechi has a powerful, unique skill which allows a character who has already acted to take another action, while Kasumi can make her movement range infinite from one turn. Oh wow, that is broken. And apparently, like, you can, bro, I think like if you play the DLC before you play the main game, like, or if you were able to like use these characters in the main game, I think it was said like before that you can do that, but like that is broken. That is absolutely broken. Like, bro, that just makes the game absolutely too easy. Like, bruh. Huh. During DLC battles, the battle formation is fixed with these two and also the protagonist, but we hope that you will enjoy the battles with a different style to the main story. We recommend starting the additional DLC, the additional episode after completing the main story. I mean, shit, just like that is just like that is completely broken. Just, hey, yeah, use your ability to make me go another turn, and how about you just go all the way to the end and just kill the boss right then and there? Like that is wild. Whew. Uh, Regarding the music, since it's the first SRPG in the series, how did that affect things? Kunishi, in a normal RPG, you explore a dungeon, enter a battle, win, see the results, and go back to exploring. Repeating this pattern over and over in a short period of time. The tempo of an SRPG is completely different. Exploration and battles here are one and the same, so the music has too many ups and downs, then there will be disconnect from the tension the player is feeling. Oops, scrolling up. We tried to create that music that would not distract the players even when listening to it for an extended period, but the music that would still convey the protagonist's action as is typical for Persona 5. If the battle songs keep up high tensions all the time, I might not be able to keep up with them. Kanishi, I thought about creating a soundtrack where the songs would vary depending on whether it is an ally or an enemy's turn. But the game has a fast tempo, and if I did that, the song would change frequently. Therefore, I tried to avoid songs that give the feeling of excitement during the chorus and calmness during the verse. I created a single song that maintains a constant level of excitement during battle. I see. I'm currently playing the game for a strategy guide. I'm currently playing the game for a strategy guide in the next issue, so I like to listen to the music while I progress. Kunishi. In the main story, there aren't that many uplifting songs, but towards the end, we include a more optimistic tracks, including the songs that play during the ending. In the DLC, the music takes a completely different direction, so please enjoy that as well. Throughout the work, I consistently reuse certain phrases between songs, so I hope that the player will pick up on the small details like this as well. Oh god. Oh, my throat was just drying up. God damn. Yeah. Alright, so we're almost done here. We're almost done here. Medea. As with the music, throughout the game, there will be character interaction uh that those who have played Persona 5 will enjoy, and there are many little details which will make you smile. Personally, I like Sojo's cameo in one scene. Okay, I didn't know that. I'd like you to have fun while playing and listening to the game. Nomura. One of the goals in Persona 5 is rehabilitation, and one of the goals is this work is to bring about revolution. When the Phantom Thieves of Heart, Arena, and Toshiro meet, a story in the new world takes shape. Please play until the end to see what this revolution will bring and what will happen along the way. Alright, oh man, that was a bit of an article. Get low, let me just take a quick drink here. But man, I'm loving how like they're just going into the music, because music is an important part of the game, especially like in the Persona series, because like the music can make or break a scene, and like there were some songs that was like, bruh, oh, this is hurting my heart, man. Why is this song got me playing? But currently in my current position of Tactica, the music's alright. I'm still very early on in the game, so I probably haven't heard like much of the songs they're really talking about. I mean, at least with the battle songs, I know about that, but I really hope to to hear more of the songs that they were talking about throughout this, and like the fact that they're talking about oh hey yeah we were initially gonna have friendly fire in the game, but or in the normal mode, but like no we're not gonna do that. Like, oh thank goodness they didn't do that, because like ooh I would be kind of annoyed if they did that, like but I think it's also like kind of wild, like they mentioned that, oh yeah, the DLC characters are just overpowered, and just like I mean they could balance out a little bit. I mean like I mean, at least with Kasumi, like, yes, expand her range a little bit, but not just like, oh yeah, she can go anywhere she wants. Just like, mm. So it's just imagine just having her in the main game, just like, oh yeah, from this starting position, uh, just go all the way to the boss and just exploit the weakness and just attack. Just do that. Like, I think that's kind of unfair, right? But I mean, that's just my opinion. But if you guys want to give your thoughts about this, hey, leave it in the comment section down below. Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a clean energy drink that's made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or inks like other energy drinks. I just got myself the Dubby sample pack, which comes with this little tumbler, and also comes with 4 flavor packs. Got the Peach and Beach, or Beach and Peach. Comes with the Dub Squat Sludge. My man, Sludge. I'm reading it backwards. Then we got the Dragonade. I should probably look at it first, then do a thing. And then the Galaxy Grenade. So we're gonna try one of these today, and I'll tell you how I honestly think about it. Alright, let's try one of these out. Let's go with Peach and Peach. Let's try this out. Alright, so currently right now we have the Peach and Beach. It's a mango white peach cooler. So we're gonna try out. Smell first. okay, it smells pretty good. I will say it smells better than the last one I tried, but previous one was still good. But time for the taste test. Let's go. Yeah, that's good. That is. Okay, of course, there's gonna be like a little powdery, but overall, like the taste is pretty good. I do like this peach and beach. Not bad flavor, not bad flavor at all. I might get the full tub. Might have to get the full tub of this. It's not bad at all. If you guys want to try out the samples shaker yourself or buy any of the products on Dubby, make sure to use my coupon code PowerJ at checkout to save 10% on your order. So again, that's PowerJ at checkout for 10% off your order. Now, back to the video. We'd like to hear what would you guys think about, what's happening in this interview. Because, hey, any opinion and, input about this, I think that's good to me. So, yeah, next up, we're going to be talking about a little bit more about, this is the last Tactica article, and this has got some people really mixed up, and I totally forgot to put on the background music, holy cow, throughout the entire thing, wow. Yeah, this article might gives people some, this has gave people some experience about the reception of Persona 5 Tactica. Persona 5 Tactica debuts with 50k physical copies sold in Japan. 50k. So, update. So this is from a couple of days ago. Famitsu released the top 11 to 30 games, game sale, which includes Persona 5 Tactica for PS4 at 12th place. Okay, with updated sales data. So, strategy RPG Persona 5 Tactica was released on the Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One Series, PC, and Steam worldwide last week on November 17th. The sales tracker Famitsu reports that 49,928 total copies were sold during its first week in stores in Japan. Famitsu estimates sales data for this version of Persona 5 Royal in Japan are sales ranging from November 13th to November 19th. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean this for? Does she mean Persona 5 Tactica? I don't get it. I don't get why they include Royal, but okay. The number of copies sold does not include the digital download of the game. With Persona 5 Tactica launching on Game Pass as well as increasing the prevalence of digital downloads, the number of physical copies sold does not paint the entire picture, but it can also be used as concrete data regarding the number of copies sold in the region. So, Persona spin-off sales comparison. Below is a comparison of the Japanese opening sales, followed by lifetime sales of previous spin-off games in Persona series. All sales data are from Famitsu Sales Tracker. So, PQ, the initial sales were 186,000, and the lifetime is 254,000. Persona 5 Strikers, 162,000 for its opening, and 244,000 in its lifetime. Arena for 360 PS3, 126,000 for its opening week, 204,000 for its lifetime. Dancing, or P4 Dancing, 95,000, 124,000. Ultimax, 85,000, 115,000. PQ2, 74,000, 89,000. Ooh, I mean, that is... I mean, I can understand because it was released in 2018, 2 years after the Switch's release, so I can understand that. Persona 5 Dancing, 44,000, 54,000. I mean, let's just round up. 45,000, 54,000. Persona 3, 38,000, 45,000. Oh. So now, which each individual versions of Tactica, 26,000, well, 27,000 for the Switch, 16,000 for PS5, Ultimax for PS4, Switch, 12,000 to 12,000. So that's not a lot. And then Tactica for PS4, 7,000. Huh. So, man, that is not looking good. But this is just physical sales and only in Japan. They're not counting digital sales at least, or as part of this. And I didn't even notice that P5 and P3 dancing includes the bundles too, so didn't notice that. But I'm curious as to how Ultimax didn't get like oh man, that like Ultimax is just like the sales that is bad. It didn't. The opening sales is the exact same of its lifetime sales. That is wild. That is like no copies of Ultimax was sold after the opening. Huh. Wow, that was just bad. I mean, like even like Persona 3 dancing, like at least it got some sales, a little bit, but like absolutely no sales. Or it has not been updated. One of those two. That is just wild. That like nothing from Arena Ultimax. But at least P5T's like opening week is better than 3 and 5 Dancing's opening week. But we just gotta see how much does Japan's digital sales count as part of that too, because that might make a difference. Continuing on, the Persona series as a whole has sold 16 million. Yeah, we covered that before. This week's software sales, the top selling games in Japan in November 13th to the 19th. So number 1, Momotaro, which I don't even know what that is, with about 315,000. Super Mario RPG, 300,000. That's pretty good. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So I believe that's supposed to be opening 50,000 with a whole cow of 1 million sales. Wild. Hogwarts Legacy, 48,000. Tactica, 27. The Switch version, PS5, 16,000. Like Dragon Gaiden, 11,000 or 12,000 opening, 72,000 lifetime or to date. WarioWare, 10,000 to 53,000. Okay, not bad. Naruto Boruto, 9,000. That's kind of bad. Gaiden for PS5, 8,000 to 72,000. Okay. I mean, not gonna lie, that is the opening sales. That is a weird one. That's well, actually not really weird, but from opening to the date sales are that is wild to see. Well, not really wild, but like I'm amazed that the opening sales for PS5 is less than the PS4 version, but the to date sales, the PS5 version outsold the PS4 version. That's what amazes me. But it's not that much, but like it's about 500 or so copies in between, so it's very close. Just continuing on, Detective Pikachu, 7,222, well, 8,222. Tactica for PS4, 7,000. Johan, 7,000. Pikmin 4, 6,000 to 7,000 to 954,000, and Call of Duty, 5,000 to 20,000. All right, so yeah, I've seen people say like this has been like one of the worst selling Persona series I mean, we can just see just from the sales here. At least in openings, it's one of the worst. Because I mean, it's taking you up 3 places, but like if you count it up to altogether 50,000 or so, it would be basically number 7 here. So it depends on how you see it. You either see like, okay, individual sales means like, oh man, it's pretty bad, but if you add it all together, it's not that bad. It's literally just right in the middle. But also, if you're just taking out all, since it's taking up 3 places, so it's just be 1, 2, 3. So it would technically be the 4th worst selling, if we count it like that. Not like putting all together, all the versions: Switch, PS5, PS4 version. Yeah. Wait, what? Wasn't there an Xbox version? Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't also included the Xbox version. Well, it's also on Game Pass, but oh wait, yeah. I don't think Xbox has a physical version, doesn't it? Hold on. Just checking over in this another window here. I want to see what's the sales for or let me see if Tactica has a Xbox version, because if it doesn't, then okay, that makes sense. No, it has a Series X. It has an Xbox version. So why isn't that counted into here? I mean, I know that Japan does, Xbox doesn't have that big of an audience in Japan, but I think, like, you know, that should at least count. Or maybe it's that the sales of the Xbox version is so low that it's pointless to add it to the list. Perhaps, maybe, I have no idea. I'm not, you know, Famitsu and all that stuff, but that is just, I mean, the fact that they didn't even put it there, just like, I mean, I think that there has to be some sort of telling. But yeah, that is. But we're probably gonna have to see like probably another 2, maybe 3 months to see the actual like total sales up to that date of how Persona 5 Tactica is going. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait to see how, you know, how many actual copies are sold, and this isn't even including the digital sales too. So yeah, so many variables are not, you know, are not adding up to, like, you know, how the game is actually sold. So only, you know, Alice has numbers of how this game is doing. So yeah, we're just gonna have to find out later. Okay, so now we are going on to the last article of the night. Persona 5 Reload Kanemata trailer. Yes, of course. Today, recording day is character trailer day of Kanemata. And of course, if you haven't checked out my reaction to it, please do. Link will be down in the description below. But yeah, this will go real quick. Alice has released the character trailer for Persona 3 Reload featuring Kanemata. English, Alice will be releasing P3 Reload character trailers weekly. So let me just mute the background a little bit so you guys can check out the trailer. And again, if you guys want to see my full reaction to the trailer and my full thoughts on it, link will be in the description below.
Try not to get in anyone's way.
But overall, thought this was a good trailer, and I thought Justine Lee's performance as Ken was pretty good. It definitely what's it called, exceeded my expectation of how she was doing Ken's voice.
Yeah, I watch it every week.
There's still a little bit of doubt of how she's going, but how she's doing. But hey, glad you know, I'm being proven wrong a little bit here.
I heard that from a friend. I chose a long weapon so I could match the reach of an adult.
But yeah, I'm liking, you know, like her voice here. But yeah, almost done here. Seeing Ken's performance here, really nice. And here we do have Ken's third G attack, which I found out after trailer came out and I posted on Twitter on that this is a light attack that that hits one enemy, and I'm trying to remember what it was. And I believe how the 30 meter charges is that you have to be under 50% SP to an attack while you're under 50% SP, and that's how it gets charged. Okay, that is an interesting way to charge it. You really have to use your moves until you're less than half. So that is not bad at all. And I think it ignores weakness, maybe. I mean, all the others, well, I think all the others do, but yeah, pretty nice trailer. And I believe the next trailer should be Shinji's trailer, so that will be the last party member trailer that we'll be seeing. But I believe I also seen people say, oh hey, after Shinji's trailer, something on the Persona 3 Reload site like had Strega, the members Strega there, so we might see either individual Strega character trailers or just one entire trailer surrounding around talking about God gassy or one entire trailer just talking about the Strega characters. Either or, we're still not done getting these weekly character trailers. We're either getting 2 more or we're getting 4 more. So yeah, just getting more trailers. Get to see a little bit more of what Reload is all about. I mean, I can't wait to see how the game actually performs. So yeah, if you guys want to check out my reaction, please check it out. My reactions, my full thoughts about it. But yeah, I think we're gonna call this here. Oh man, I know I spent like 20 minutes at the beginning just like talking about, yeah, my life is all about but hey, at least I'm getting out to you guys, expressing myself, connecting to you guys. I really would like to hear, hey, what you guys think about me doing my my 5, well, this episode's case, 20 minutes of rambling about real life stuff and all that stuff. So yeah, any comments, opinions about what's going on this in the series, let me know, because I do read you guys' comments, especially on my main channel, and I do want to do the same on here. But yeah, you just guys have to just comment down there. I'll read it, give a like, heart it if it's really good, just gotta do that. But yeah, I think gotta call it here. I do gotta wake up a bit early to get some get something in my car fixed, so I gotta call it. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said earlier, links to all the articles, all the sources will be linked in the description of the YouTube video and audio podcast description, so you guys want to check it out there. And also want to give a shout out to the patrons. You guys are really awesome. You guys support the show monetarily, so well, financially. You guys support the show financially. You guys are awesome. If you guys do want to support the show, check out the Patreon. Links will be in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please, if you're on podcast services, follow the channels. Yeah, that's the thing. And if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, favorite, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys soon with the next episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. I will see you guys next time. Bye.